Hi there, this is Melissa with West Coast Connects. I wanted to take a minute and shoot over that video as promised. So I'm going to go through and just give you a few tips and tricks on ways that you can bring business in through your website and your Google business profile. So I pulled up your website here. It looks really great. I love this picture at the top. Has some good content on it, some photos. So one thing I can tell you about Google, and a great way to help to rank and start outbeating those competitors on the first page of Google, is content. Content is king when it comes to Google. So you also want to make sure that you're saving all those pictures, all of these pictures, as keywords. Keywords are things that your site should be found for. Things like the services that you offer and the areas you serve, like roofer, Memphis, Tennessee, roofing companies, Memphis, Tennessee, roofing company in Memphis, things of that nature. Those are all super good keywords to include in your content here, in your text and in your photos. And that's really going to make a huge difference in you being found and starting to rank your site as far as Google is concerned. They like to see a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage. So let's go and do a Google search for this keyword, roofer, Memphis, Tennessee. The first thing that pops up here are the Google ads. So these are all the companies that are paying per click. And then when we go down a little bit further, this is what we call the map pack. Ideally, it's really super great to be in one of these top 3 positions. They're the easiest to be found, hence getting the most phone calls coming in, turning into leads, right? And I didn't know if you guys have a Google business page. If you did, I didn't see it here on the first page. And I didn't really scroll down to the second and third pages. But if you do, that's great. If not, it's super easy to create one. It's free. And there's a few ways that you can rank this in order to get on the map pack here. So those 3 things are citations, photos, and reviews. So citations are any directory where your business name, address, and phone number is listed. There's thousands of them, things like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Chamber of Commerce, Better Business Bureau. And the more citations you have, the better you're going to rank on this map pack. The second thing is photos. You want to add photos that are geotagged. A good rule of thumb is to have at least 25 photos on your GBP, and you want to post photos about once a week. You want to continuously be updating your GBP, showing that you're active online, showing Google that you have some authority and your online presence is there. The third thing is reviews. You can see these guys have 278, 85, 83. The name of the game is always to just continuously outbeat those competitors, and eventually you'll start to outrank them and steal one of these spots. All right, the next thing that we have is the organic listings. So you can see this guy, Excellent Roofing. He's the number 1 in the organics, and he is also the number 1 in the map pack. So he's really getting the most phone calls coming in out of all of the roofers here listed in Memphis. So let's go take a look at his site and see some reasons why he's there. So this is Excellent Roofing's site. It looks pretty nice too. He has quite a bit of photos and content here. He really doesn't have enough content either though, which means he would be super easy to beat out content-wise. So I'm going to plug him into a program I use called Ahrefs. It shows us the analytics on this site. So this is called the UR and the DR rating. These numbers are super important when it comes to Google. The UR is basically how much Google trusts your site, and the DR is how powerful your site is. Now the UR is typically raised by citations, what we talked about earlier, those directories, and the DR is typically raised by backlinks. Now you might be wondering what the heck a backlink is. A backlink is any website, article, or blog that's referring people back to your website URL. It's kind of like a popularity contest. The more people that are referencing your website, the more Google sees your site as being powerful and authoritative, and they're going to kick it to the top of their rankings. So you can see they have 7,000 backlinks coming from 354 referring domains. They also have over 1,000 keywords that they're ranking for. And all in all, this content, citations, and backlinks is bringing them 531 viewers to their site per month. So when we go and take a look at your site here, this actually isn't bad at all, which means it would be super easy to start, getting better in those rankings and start beating out those competitors and stealing some of those top positions. I think that your keyword number is a little low, so if you add some of that content that we talked about with the keywords, add some super powerful backlinks, and maybe throw your company into a bunch of citations like we talked about, you'd be in great shape and starting to beat them out and get on that top position in Google. All right, I hope that this video found you well and you found it helpful. Please leave us some feedback and let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear from you, and reach out directly to me. Again, my name's Melissa. If you have any questions at all, my number is 321-225-2694. Thanks. Have a great night.